Hello, chat coming in. Hey, long gone. Hey, hooves. Just waiting for a few more people to come in. Hey, Celine. Hey, Jimbo. I'm going to put the link in the chat. The link's just for Jimbo because I want Jimbo to come up tonight. I think it'd be great if you could come up. You can come up at any point you want. So if you're busy right now, just save the link, Jimbo. Hey, long gone. Hey, Celine. Hello, everyone. No, I wasn't really going to go live today. I've been working hard at a lot of stuff and work and things. That's all right, Jimbo. Whenever you're ready, just tell me to drop the link and I'll drop the link for you because there's quite a bit I want to talk about anyway. So yeah, I've been really busy today. I didn't even think I was going to get a chance to get to this, but this past couple of days has really made me stand back and has really made me sick. And I hope this video, I have tagged all the right people. They might not see it now, but I hope as many people see this video by the time I've finished. So many people will see it by the time I've finished. So first of all, I'm just gonna address a few people. Just bear with me a second because I've actually made notes. Okay, now, rap. Let me just start with you a second. Right, and this isn't in no. Right, no, it is. You're angry at PK. So you're prepared to put your thing aside with Ernie and help Ernie exploit Summer just to get one over on Benny. I mean, make that make sense. I mean, how does that even work, Rap? That's just no excuse. If you're working to nail Ernie to get Shelby out, then that's one thing. But, assisting Ernie making money while he's exploiting Summer Wells, he's not on at all. Then you're in the same league as Benny. You're doing exactly the same thing as a person you claim to hate. You claim to hate Ernie. You're doing exactly the same thing. You're all exploiting a missing child. All of you. And let me tell you something, Ernie Shell, for when you listen, or any other Ernie Shell fans out there. You think Jimbo's lying about that bag of dildos, do you? You really think that? Do you think Candice was lying when she called the police because Ernie dropped a bag of dildos at the bottom of her drive? Do you think that's a coincidence? Do you think it's a coincidence that Ernie keeps dropping these bags of fucking dildos off at people's properties? Candice called the police on Ernie for doing it. TBI needs to get hold of that case because there could be all sorts of evidence in there. Could it even be evidence, Jimbo, of other missing people's cases? We don't know. After watching Ernie's behaviour this last couple of days and the way he was with your house guest, I was actually physically sick. And I'll tell you what else made me physically sick. The fact that that boy had to come back on YouTube and show his face. And he didn't want to and give his name because Ernie tried to discredit him. Ernie tried to discredit Jimbo and this boy and fucking failed. That's what he did. So now Ernie wants to go in a whole different direction now and try and forget about all this, trying to grab up a boy that has just turned 18 years old. A boy that was freaked out and frightened by you. That boy was frightened of you, Ernie. You dirty, dirty piece of shit. You know what, Jimbo? That's the best thing you can do. At the end of the day, that boy felt as though he was in danger. That boy said that he felt that Ernie was a dangerous man. What does that tell you? And you people are over there supporting him exploit Summer Wells. Are you all crazy? You people, the same people that have gone on about Benny exploiting Summer time after time after time after time. And he does. But Ernie's back on the bandwagon now, isn't he? Ernie's back on it because he's got nothing else left. What do I do now? I'll take Benny's advice. I'll go back to exploiting children. I'll go back to using kids' names as a fucking money grab. That's what I'll do. You piece of shit. You are a predator, Ernie Shell. You are nobody's hero. I hope you rot in jail. That's what I hope happens to you. Because I know you've done a lot of bad, bad things, haven't you, Ernie? A lot of bad, bad things on your conscience, isn't there, Ernie? This is why you have these crazy breakdowns, don't you, Ernie? This is why you have to take drugs to make you forget the shit you do, don't you, Ernie? You're a predator. Excuse me, people. Excuse me. I am absolutely fuming at the moment. Just bear with me because I'm getting emails coming through to me while I'm on here right now. Right, hang on. You see, the problem is, Ernie's now running around saying that he knows the most about the case. Right. So Ernie now thinks that he's been withholding things from us. So there's things that he knows that we don't know. So therefore he's been withholding evidence and information from the police. Well, would you just be saving it for YouTube? Why would you do that? If you've got so much information, you ain't going to solve shit, Ernie Shell. You couldn't find your own fucking car in a car park. Are you going to find Summer Wells? Who do you think you are, really? You think you're better than the FBI and the TBI? And all those search and rescue people, all those hundreds and hundreds of people that have been out there looking for you, you think you're going to find her with your fake fucking crocodile hat? What are you going to do this time? Come down from the forest in another helicopter? Is that what you're going to do? You're a freak. And you know what? Anybody that believes anything you say deserve to be ripped off by you. They deserve everything they get, they deserve it. Because if people can't see through you for what you are by now, those people have serious, serious Stockholm syndrome and need help. It's exactly what it is, long gone. Anything he can do, because he's a bit of all. He's a bit of all of them. He's definitely narcissistic. He's definitely a sociopath. And if you ask me, I think he's a psychopath. And I'll tell you why I think he's a psychopath, because psychopaths go away and they plan things. Ernie took a fall, went away for 4 days, planning. What can I do? What can I do? I can't lose this money train. I can't lose this money train. They want to jump on the Don Wells wagon now, do they? They want to try and get him out of jail. Let me tell you something. Let me just get this up and get this up right. This is what you deal with, right? You're dealing with a pack. Hang on, bear with me a second. I've got a recording of Donald Wells here, and I want you to listen to it. Just bear with me a second. Right. Just bear with me a second.
And take another look at this case.
Something I want you all to listen to. Listen very carefully of the kind of person Donald Wells is.
Someone coming in,
right?
Going over this case again and starting from scratch, because this has been so botched up by TBI and all these
Hang on. I'm just trying to find the exact clip.
Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good day.
Oh, hang on. Just bear with me. I heard something today, and you know, it actually made me sick. So, Donald Wells as well, apparently, when he does get out of jail, he's going to be arrested again straight away. I've got it sent me today. You know, I must find it, and then I'll clip it and I'll put it on a short for you. It was a video somebody sent me of Donald Wells talking to a few people, and there was a camera rolling at the time. And you heard Donald Wells say, "That's Summer's dog. You can buy it for £1,000 if you want." Like he knows she's not coming back. He knows she's not coming back, don't you? The police know she's not coming back. They're not going to find a body there. They're not going to find that. They've looked, they've searched everywhere. They're not going to find a body around there. It's not going to happen. Unfortunately, this has gone on for too long. And as much as we all want this to be the case of the missing girl that's going to come back, it's a very, very, very slim chance of that happening. And you've got Ernie making big claims out here that he's known all along that Benny was the handler. So, you know, he's basically saying, he's basically accusing Benny of taking Summer Wells to her face. There are big, big claims to be fucking talking about. You know, as much as I dislike Benny, those are some long, long tales, Ernie Shell. Long, long tales. Benny Keys is no better. Benny Keys is worse. Benny Keys, where have you all been so concerned about Summer this past 4 or 5 months? How often do you all talk about her? Benny, Ernie, Dolly, anybody that's on this train of exploiting children. It's been going on too long. Now, Ernie also made some really big claims that Benny Keys has made over 100 grand off Summer Wells' name, which I do believe it probably is about right. But this is why he wants to cash in, you see. He's not doing this because he cares about Summer. He's doing this because he's trying to redeem himself. It's not a popularity competition, Ernie Shell. You're a predator. You're a predator. You go out your way to be a predator to women and to young men. Young, vulnerable women, single mothers, women that have money. You prey upon people like that. You don't just prey upon children's cases, or whatever fits your narrative, or whatever you think is going to make you money. You don't care. You just care about where the next couple of dollars is going to come from. The next $10,000 or the next $4,000 you get thrown at you. You keep Jen Mel South around because you know she's selling a house. And that she still ain't woke up. Some people will never ever wake up. But I'm telling the whole of YouTube now, Ernie Mac Shell is a predator of young men and women. How dare he make that young man come on live to show his face, to state his name? That's victim shaming. That's what that is. That's victim shaming. Hey, Angela. Hey, Sugar Pie. Sorry, darling, I did see you in there, but I'm just on a roll at the minute. I mean, I'm angry with Benny. Of course, I'm angry with Benny because he's doing the exact same thing, but the way that Ernie has done it, straight off the back of what we've just took him down over, being a predator, and he's using a little 6-year-old precious little angel's name to gain followers and money. That is not fucking okay. That is not okay. And I'm going to get this video shared over and over again, and I'm going to make sure everybody sees and hears your fucking name and knows exactly what you're doing. I hope that when you go to court, they give you the harshest sentence they can give you. That's what I hope. I'm just reading into the chat a little bit. You know, I mean, these claims, these women, you know, different women are coming forward constantly. Now, Jimbo put a video up earlier on, which was messages of, you know, a few of Ernie's victims. And it is gross what he does. Yeah, he's definitely, you know, I mean, there's no doubt about it. But I mean, the worst thing I'm grossed at the moment is the fact that he's using Summer's name. That is fucking me off. It really, really is getting to me. Benny has been doing it constantly. He's a sick fuck as well. But Ernie just jumps back on the bandwagon because he's got nothing else. He tried it the other day, guys, giving the sob story about his childhood, lying out of his arse again. Every time that guy's jaw moves, he's either grinding his gums or he's chatting shit. The stories he comes out with are like some stupid, pathetic, feel sorry for me, please. Everybody feel sorry, you know, please. So have I, Jimbo. So have I. It's sick. And it's not just Summer's name, it's any missing child's name. If you're running a channel that is making bank off the back of missing children, you should be locked up. You're exploiting children. That should be a crime. In this country, it's a crime. You're exploiting children. You're exploiting parents' situations, family members that actually, you know, do give a fuck about what's going on. You're not helping the families. You're taking everything from them. You're taking every little bit of fault they had left inside of them with your bullshit you come out with, your myths and your lies and your what ifs. Nobody knows what's happened to any of these kids, but you all like guessing, don't you? You all like making the drama, making the story to fit your narrative, to get you subs, to get you super chats, to get you likes, because it's all about the money. That's it. It's not about the kids. It never has been about the kids with any of you guys. Why do you think I went so hard at Benny at the very beginning? Because I watched what he did to 2 other missing children's cases. I watched it. And I wasn't going to sit back and say nothing about him doing it to a 3rd. And then the person that fooled me with his mental health turns out to be one of the biggest predators walking these YouTube streets. And now he's back to exploiting Summer Wells. After he's just petrified a young, just turned 18-year-old gay boy. Very, 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 very much petrified him. And then victim shamed him. Called him a liar. So the young boy had to come on and defend himself. And defend Jimbo. All you people out there, right, that are that stupid to believe that that case that Jimbo has is not real. You have very small memories. Or you have never watched anything to do with the Summer Wells case. Because they're only showing you all these clips of Candace. Does he show you any of the clips of when the police turned up because of the bag of dildos? Or the amount of times the police turned up because he was trespassing on their property? That's called stalking, Arnie. You were off your friggin' face. She called the TBI because you left a bag of dildos at the bottom of her drawer. Why did you do that? Don't tell me you did not. Because the same kind of bag has been left at Jimbo's. One of the dildos split in half. Imagine what you've got to be doing to split a dildo. You know what really sickened me? If you're still in the chat, Jimbo, I don't know what the name was for it, but the young boy said something about it's a thing, what people do to stop DNA from, some sort of disgusting torture. It's an actual thing. It's an actual thing. Yeah. Yeah. Do you know that this is the thing, as I was saying, it's only going to be a matter of time before people not only wake up to this exploitation of Summer Wells, and not just Summer Wells, of many, many, many missing. Right, that's right, Jim. That was right, yeah. Okay. And this is from the boy's mouth. This is what he was explaining about, the suitcase and stuff. This is why this boy's so frightened. He's had to hear about this case afterwards. The boy's probably petrified. And then you got that man running around saying he's going to solve the Summer Wells case. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? And shame on you, Rap, for being up there supporting him while he's exploiting that child's name. Because if you're up there making money as well, then you're doing exactly the same thing. You're exploiting that child as well. And I wouldn't like to think that. But that's just facts. If you're making money while you're on somebody's panel that is exploiting a missing child, that makes you an exploiter as well. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. I've been looking into Tennessee quite a lot, and the amount of missing children there is in Tennessee that are still missing. Kids, teenagers. There's a lot of them, and they're still missing. These are the kids with no voices. These are the kids that was maybe 13 when they was taken. that people don't even look for no more. I've got their posters. I want to give those kind of kids a voice. The people that people have forgot about. Everybody knows everything about the Summer Wells case. You're not going to learn anything new from it. You're not going to learn anything new because there's nothing new out there. Do you really think Donald Wells is going to, come out with a premiere on YouTube confessing? Or you're going to catch, Tim Mullen out on YouTube confessing? It's not going to happen. You're not going to get your answers here. You're not going to get your answers on YouTube. Unless it's an official news bulletin. You're not going to get them. So listening to these cowboys and these fools out here that are saying that they know things that they do not know, you're idiots. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I don't need to put my cash up. My channel's not monetized. I've put a title to this video, so once I've finished this live, people are going to see the title and they're going to watch it. And I want you all to remember the name Ernie Shell and Benny Keys, because they are both child exploiting missing children. I'm sorry, I think I might be having a bit of a struggle with myself, at the moment, because this is just so angering and so triggering. When I look and I'm seeing these girls and these boys that are missing now, and nobody's bothered looking for them, or the police have closed investigations because they were 13 or 14 years old when they was missing. Maybe if somehow we can kind of track one of these kids that might still be out there, might still be trafficked, we could actually do some good and start busting these rings. Ernie's going to sink himself because of all the shit he says on here. Nobody cares about what Don Wells has to say. Nobody. Because we all know Don's another predator. And apparently it's fact that he's going to be rearrested again. So good luck with the interview, Benny. Good luck, Ernie. You're never going to solve Summer's case. Neither of you, because you're both fucking stupid. All you've done is gone out your way to wreck it. You and all the other fools that turned up there just after she was missing, stomping all over the fucking place, picking up evidence, messing with things you shouldn't have been messing with. Any chance they had of finding that child was gone because of fucking idiots like you lot. And then you're still here, nearly a year and a half later, still making money off that child's name. Have you set up any foundations, any charities? What have you spent the 100k on apart from weed? Long Gone was telling me how expensive it is to buy over there. That's exactly right. You want to know what's going on with the Summer Wells case? You're not going to find it out off Ernie or Benny. You're going to find it out from the TBI. You're going to find it out from the real news channels. Not a dickhead like Ernie Shell. Billy the Exterminator wannabe. That's all he is. He's trash. Where's your reality TV show? Where the fuck is Joe Biden? And you got the president on this weekend sometime. Tell the president I said fuck you too for allowing the child exploitation in your country and the trafficking and everything that's going on. Trump needs to be back in power and put those people, you people, Ernie Shell, right. That's exactly what needs to go on. Flying, not flying. I am just looking at the chat, guys, because I'm so angry. I'm so angry. I've got so much I want to say. There's so many clips that I've got that I'm gonna make videos with. But this live right now is child exploitation. It is sickest. YouTube needs to do something about it. The TBI needs to do something about it. I don't know, the IRS or whatever it is that, you know, something needs to be done about it. They're raising money off the back of a child's name, a missing child's name. And it's not Benny's first rodeo. And he's just jumping on the bandwagon because he sees the dollar signs. Hey, people, mama. Love you too, AP. I am AP. It's been a long day because I've had to, you know, some of us, like, you know, some of us YouTube creators actually have to work. You know, we don't scam and do shit to get money on YouTube. You know, we're just out here to do good. That's it. So unfortunately, you know, as much as I wish I could be on here, as much as I could, exposing these people, I can't. But I'm going to make sure that everybody knows their names, especially Ernie Shell. Especially Ernie Shell, because he's not just exploiting Summer Wells. He's a predator. He's a danger. He's a danger to young men and he's a danger to women. End of. And you people are out here praising him. Not more people, not you people. I'm talking about all these people that are supporting him. How the hell can you support that? Have a serious word with yourselves. How can you support that? If you haven't already listened to what that boy was saying on Jimbo's channel, how frightened he made him feel. How frightened he feels now because he knows what Jimbo found in the house. I'd be very interested, IP, yeah. You know, at the end of the day, it's it's a sin. It's a sin. Benny Keys thinks he's so righteous, such a God lover. Why didn't you set up a foundation in Summer's name and use that money to do good? He says he's trying to contact him now. It wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if they're all in it together. Oh, Ernie's the boy. He's trying to contact the boy now. If I was a boy, Jimbo, you know, my voice to that child, right? Because he's a child, he presents as a child to me. You know, I would get a restraining order. You know, I really would. Especially if he's harassing him. That boy needs to get a restraining order on him. You know what? I'm actually scared for that boy. If he knows what areas, you know, what area he comes from and stuff. We don't know what Ernie's capable of. We don't know what Ernie's been doing, riding around the country with bags of dildos. This is serious. I mean, you know, this could be something really serious. This guy could be like, you know, like a serious fucking offender. And going from state to state. Doing it. If you can do that to a young boy in your house, Jimbo, imagine what he does when he's driving around in a van on his own with a bag full of sex toys. Imagine. I dread to think. I'd be so frightened if that was my child. Yeah. Yeah. Keep them away, Jimbo. Seriously. For that young boy's protection. He needs to, he has turned over to Corbin PD. They told him to block her now. If he continues to try and contact him, they will get a restraining order. Yeah, I mean, I would be constantly on it, Jimbo. With if he keeps contacting him, he's got to do it, because that's really scary. That is really, really scary. Yeah, exactly. He is sick in the head. He seems to like talking about, certain serial killer quite often as well. That used to go around, picking up fucking hitchhikers and stuff like that. We don't know what he does. Why is he so scared every time the police pull him? It's like he's really nervous about something. Like, have they got me this time? Have they got me this time? There's something really triggering. That's what scares me. This man is a very, 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 in my opinion, dangerous man. He is a dangerous man. I mean, his own sister is petrified of him. I dread to think his poor mother, how it's scary. It's scary. That's exactly what I think as well, Hooves. 100%. Who does that? Why isn't one enough? If you're gay and you get off on sticking something up your bum, why do you need a whole bag full? Why? That boy said something in that video of Jimbo's, RIP torture, which means that to stop leaving any DNA, they use sex toys. This is what this boy was explaining in Jimbo's video the other night. Obviously, this boy didn't know about this bag, but felt very uncomfortable around Ernie. And we saw, you can blatantly see him. He actually pushed his erect penis up against his backside and felt excited. Exactly. Why does it have the green screen, the handcuffs? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. His affiliation caps in that bag. He can bullshit as much as he wants and says it's not his, but his DNA is all over it. The shitty stains all over the straps. I know it does, long gone, but unfortunately, I can't. If I could go into more detail, but I can't, because it's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. But you haven't got to be a genius. You just have to put the dots together. Why would a man just be driving around randomly in a car or a van, going from state to state? What is he doing, people? What do you see him do? He keeps saying he's rescuing children. What has anybody actually saw him do apart from talk shit in the vans for a couple of hours, make people feel sorry for him, get a money drop, move on? State to state to state. Is that normal? Does anybody here think that that's normal? Why would you go from state to state and never be? Why would you never be keeping still? Why a case full of dildos? Why a bag full of dildos? A infamous truth teller. And he's in his car in the woods. Exactly. That's exactly right. He's in the woods. That's something, AJ, and that's something else I was going to bring up. You know, if he's not sitting in his car, he's walking around the woods. Don't you think that's a bit creepy? What is his excuses, people? What is his excuses? He doesn't have any excuses. Why he's going from state to state? He's not giving any reasons for moving around so much. This is what people like serial killers do. And he's got this thing about calling his brother a serial killer. I think everything he says about his brother, that's his own fantasies. That's only getting his rocks off. Thinking about what he does, not what Shelby does. Thinking about what he does, because he's a sick bastard. Hey, sure, I see you. Hey, Dr. Light. Hey, Bill. I hope you're all well. You're going to have to go back a little bit because, it's... I've not said what I wanted to, what I want to say, because if I did, then I'd end up having my channel shut down because I would just fucking lose it. I'm sick. I'm actually sick, and I'm upset, and I'm disgusted that people can actually be like this in real life. You know, people can actually be like this. People have no empathy or conscience that they will use a missing girl's case to make money, do money grabs. That hurts. That hurts my soul. When there's children's charities out there that are desperate for money. The foster care system and the whole lot's falling to pieces because they can't afford to survive. They can't afford the social workers. Children are being neglected every single day because there's the staff shortages. And then you've got people up here making 100k off one girl's name. Benny Keys. If that's not right, you take that up with Ernie. Okay? Because apparently it's fact. In 1 year, Benny, it's been over a year, hasn't it? 100k. Huh. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of children that could have really helped in real life instead of smoking your fucking weed. You can't afford to do that shit on disability. You reckon that you've had your claim, but you've made over 100k on Summer Wells' name in a year. That's sick. That's very sick. Hey, Donna. Hey, Dr. Light. Do you know, it actually hurts. It hurts my stomach. It hurts my insides. It hurts every single part of me as an empathetic person. I would do anything in my power to be able to bring answers to what happened to Summer. I would do anything. And I would never put my Cash App or PayPal up while I was doing it. I would never do that. Because I'd want to do it out of the goodness of my own heart. Not as a money grab. Or to get views and subs. Or to try and use that poor girl as a redemption when you're a predator. Nobody cares you're gay. Nobody cares if you're bisexual. Nobody gives a shit, Ernie. The fact that you're in such denial makes you look even more guilty. Your own family say you're gay. They don't even say you're bisexual. You know, who cares? But I'll tell you what I do care about. You preying on really young boys. You making a boy so petrified of you. It just sickens me. No, we're not all fools. We're not all fools. This is the thing. This is the thing. How somebody can kind of go from doing what Ernie's done, doing what Ernie keeps doing, having nothing or nobody to come back on. He starts using Summer again. That makes me just want to. That just makes me want to get fucking seriously get ya for everything that you've done. Everything. Do you know what? I've got my problems with Benny Keys. I 100% have my problems with Benny Keys, but I hope you fuck him off to the point where he can get you took out. You don't belong on the streets. You belong in prison. You want to go messing about with boys, you do it in jail to willing participants. In fact, they'll probably do it to you. You showed that boy pictures of yourself having sex with another man. Why would you do that to an 18-year-old boy, a little kid that has just turned 18? And I don't mean any disrespect when I say this about the boy. I really don't mean any disrespect about it, but he was a very typical young boy. You know, that boy was not a matured man or in any kind of which way. No way was he. And it really did hurt my heart when I had to, you know, when Jimbo had to bring him out and because Ernie tried to discredit him, victim shame him. That can't happen. Things like that cannot be, you know, they can't be allowed to happen. I'm going to keep on keeping on contacting the TBI. Any state that I'll find out you're in, I'm going to be calling and warning them about you. Any estate. Oh, I've got all the software here to do it now. All the phone chips to make all these international calls with the Ernie Show. I'm going to be on your fucking ass like water on rice. Believe me. Anybody that is helping Ernie Show exploit a missing child as well. I'm sorry. Whatever gang that they think they're getting. At the end of the day, they're on his lives and they're making money while they're on his lives. They're just as bad as exploiting as what he is. Or end of story. End of story. The darkness needs to come into light, people, and it's not going to do that when people are just keep. Everybody wants everything sugar coated. Nobody wants to believe the truth. The world's really, really, really fucking ugly. Believe me. Believe me, I know. I've been that little 6-year-old child. I was that little 4-year-old child. It hurts my fucking heart. All I've got to say to people is just, I can't even tell you to wake up. And I know I'm not talking to my chat. I'm talking to the people that come in and want to watch after. Don't take my word for it. Research these people yourself. I'm not out here making money on the back of a missing child, and I'm not out here making the money on the back of these filth bag creators. I do this because I want to expose them. I want to make a difference. I don't want to see how much money I can make this year and how many subs I can get this week. I don't give a shit about that. I give a shit about people that are exploiting children. I'll give a shit about child predators. I'll give a shit about men that beat women. I'll give a shit about people that are genuinely mentally ill and need help. That's what I'll care about. And I would never in my life ever exploit that. Ever. So you can call me all you want. You can call me a pill popper because I have to take medication because I was abused by a predator like you guys. That's why you fucking hate me, because I'll trigger you. I ain't even started yet. Look, guys, thanks everybody for coming. I was going to make this a short one and I am going to make it a short one. To God, everybody, please, Sugar Pie, share this, share it, share it. People need to know that man's name and need to know exactly what he has done. I know he did. He tried to say that the boy was Eric Rush in the video. You know, that's what I meant by victim shaming. You know, he called the young boy a liar and said it was Eric Rush. So the boy had to come on and defend himself and defend Jimbo's word, because Jimbo wasn't lying. He was telling the truth. Like, he's telling the truth about the case. Like Candace Wells was telling the truth about him dumping a bag of dildos at the bottom of 110 Ben Hill Road. This man's fucking dangerous. Very dangerous. And sick. But anyway, guys, look. Yeah. You know what, worst nightmare? I'll be back again tomorrow. If you want to come up on panel, you're more than welcome. At the moment, I'm really angry. I need to, you know, I've had a lot of work to do today, and there's a lot more I wanted to say. A lot more I wanted to say. But I just thought it was really important just to get this bit out here. And I hope to God the title of this video makes people watch. Because that man needs taken out. People need to know what he is. A petition needs to be done. In fact, I will start a petition. I will do everything I can in my power, including state to state, following that bastard's movements and letting every fucking law enforcement in his area within a 5-mile radius know exactly what it is. And to watch him. That's the only way he's going to be taken out. That's it. I've gone out my way to make sure I've got everything I need. I've contacted Tibbo. I've contacted everybody as well. Jimbo. I went out my way to contact everybody. Same as Mr. Keys. His locals as well have also been informed of him in his child exploitation game. I can't do it no more. Yeah, I know. You know what? Jimmy from the bio. I know he's a sub. If you actually get some point of seeing this, I'm just gonna put my my banner. It goes across the bottom of the screen. It has my email. Okay, it's hulston40@gmail.com. If you want to contact me, Jimmy, there's a few of us that I'd like to help you with a few of your problems. We don't mind helping real people that need help, you know. We're not exploiting nobody over here. That's not what we do. We're bringing real awareness, not for monetary gains. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll have him on panel. I don't mind having him on panel. I know he did. I know this is what had happened. This is what had happened. And there's a few people that have actually contacted me, but I haven't got a direct email address for Jimmy. And you know, I actually really wanted to help him as well, so I just didn't want to do it through Anna, you know. But if you can just tell him, Jimbo, just pass on my email to him and tell him to give me an email. There's a few of us that would like to help him. Thanks, Infamous Truth Teller. Thank you for coming over, Savannah. Look, thanks everybody for coming in. And Jimbo, thank you very much. I'm going to go live again tomorrow. Maybe I'll catch one of your lives and I can come up then at some point and we can talk about it. But you know, I want to thank you for what you did, you know, for coming forward and telling the truth and bringing this boy forward to warn people exactly what he's like from a victim's mouth. You know, they can say all they want about screenshots being doctored. Oh, they can doctor screenshots. You can't doctor that, can you, Ernie? The fact that you victim shame somebody to the point that they had to come out, show their face and give their name to prove that you're a liar. If that boy ever wanted to come over and speak to me, I would more than have that boy's back. Oh, okay. If you could just send his info over to me, the stand, I'd love to send him some stuff off Amazon just to make sure he's warm and, you know, safe over the winter. And if he needs any other kind of help, well, you know, I'll be more than happy to help. You know what, though? Ernie's very good at manipulating people and manipulating situations to benefit him. That's what Ernie is very good at, you know. He knew that I had a soft spot for anybody, you know, that was mentally ill. I was always going to stand up for somebody that I felt was being cyberbullied, and not just cyberbullied, it was like death trolled as I was looking at it. You know, there was trolling this man and bullying this man to the point where he's running into roads and nearly getting killed. That was more bad. I feel stupid. But you see, once I woke up, oh my God. It was like I was hit by a bus. When I actually stood back, it felt like I'd been hit by a bus. But this is what he's doing now. He's manipulating people right now, and he's using someone to do it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Jimbo. That'd be great. That'd be great. I'd really like to give him, you know, a bit of help, definitely. I don't know what it is. You know, I don't know what it is, Infamous, but I mean, it's sick. It's past the part of sick. You know, it's the point where the police has to be constantly fucking rang, and that's what I'll keep doing until somebody fucking listens. I'm in Ireland. What would I gain by, you know, stalking Annie? By keep phoning the police if I thought that he's not fucking innocent. That man's a serious, scary predator. Oh, you wouldn't believe it, Savannah. You wouldn't believe it. You know, and he came out. This is what made me laugh. It was yesterday or the day before. You know, in the same breath as Ernie saying that Benny Keys, you know, this was a thing that pissed Ernie off. The fact that Benny Keys had made 100 grand in a year on Summer's name. So what does Ernie do? Starts using Summer's name. You know, is he fucking stupid, or is he just... I don't understand it. And if that woman has been with him for a year as well, which I think is a complete lie, Jimbo, unless she has been in on it all. Because it's all over YouTube. What he's been doing is that, you know, there's friggin' videos that he was making with other women that he was taking out and doing all these different things. And, you know, I've got the cybercrimes unit and everything, Jimbo. But the TBI as well. Everything. Oh my God. Oh Jesus, that happened to me not long ago as well. Thank you, Jimbo, for doing that. No, I can't. I can't stand it. You know, I mean, that again, that's victimising people. You know, that's victimising people. It makes me sick that some of these people can't even afford to pay their own bills at the end of the month. And they're donating money because they think they're doing good. But you know what? I'm past caring about those people anymore, because the fact is, you will never change stupid. You know, they are so financially and emotionally invested in these people. It doesn't matter what we say. I've said to you all before, these women that end up giving hundreds of thousands of pounds to these men and their own families, you know, and like fucking falling out with them and screaming and shouting. The police are coming and saying, look, stop, it's not real. They're that invested, they don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe it. Yeah, I contacted them as well, Jimbo. You know, I mean, I just think that the more people do, then, you know, I mean, obviously it's out here and it's on YouTube. You know, if people are really concerned about it, then yeah, that's what you should be doing. Go through the full department and oh, babe, I'll send you a message when I come off live in a little while. It has to be done. It has to be done. It's, you know what, it's a scary, scary situation. And all I could think of and all I've been thinking of since, you know, I saw that bag is there any people's, you know, missing people's DNA in that bag? Or is there any young men that have gone to a police station and complained of an assault whose DNA could be in that bag? You know, sick bastards like to keep trophies. You know, why would you put that in somebody's house that has children? You know? Ernie hides in plain sight. That's what most predators do. They hide. Predators don't hide in a bush or round the corner waiting for you to... They hide in plain view. That's what real predators do. Oh, no, I've already gone through Skeezy. I've already gone through him. I've already gone through him tonight. Exactly. And you know what? This is why I feel so angry about it as well. You know, people, good people, these people take advantage of. You know, they play on people's emotions. They make these people think that they're doing some sort of good in the world, but they're not. They just want the money from you. That's all they want. They don't care about you. So they're not even going to remember your name after you just give them $100. You think Arnie's going to remember your name in 2 days? He don't give a shit about you. All he cares about is what's going into his back pocket. That's it. And he's never had any actual training. I know. He claims the signs and the symbols, but if you saw his new sign and symbol with a 4-point star and the skull with the eye in the middle of the forehead, I mean, that's some dirty, dark fucking symbolism to be putting up when you're talking about a missing child. That's scary. Again, that's scary. You know, who does that? But this is what they do a lot of the time. You know, a lot of these so-called predator hunters, right, or paedophile hunters, get caught at some point doing something pretty bad. Not a lot of them are good people. You know, a lot of them are good people, but there is a big, massive majority of them that use that to be able to look at CP, get closer to you know, child abuse victims or vulnerable children. Most of these people are the ones that you have to be very fucking careful of. You know, we don't know. You know, it could be something, it could be nothing. But it's too much of a coincidence. There's too many coincidences. Too many coincidences. Just connect the dots yourself. I don't have to keep telling you people, you know, you're not stupid. More people are not stupid. And I hope the people that watch this later aren't that stupid that they're going to keep following this. If you want information on Summer Wells, go to the TBO's website. If there is going to be any updates on Summer Wells, it's not going to be coming from Ernie Shell or Benny Keys. It's not going to happen. They're not going to solve this case. As much as we all would love for the case to be solved, those two morons or Tiffany Marie or any of the other morons that I'm using Summer's name are not going to solve this case. You all ought to be fucking ashamed of yourself, every single one of you. You see, if you're up there and you're talking about a child, you're talking about a missing child, at least have the decency to put up a child's charity instead of exploiting. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I have got a lot to do, unfortunately. Yeah, you're right, Sugar Pie. You're right. He's a fantasist and he's a dreamer, you know, and he's very, very dangerous. Very dangerous. But look, good night and God bless people. And you know what, don't worry, because if it takes every single day, every day, they'll get sick of me calling. They will get sick of it. Something needs to be done about it. Yeah, that man, the mock class, that boy was a young man, barely turned 18. But, you know, that's sick. That's sick. But, you know, I love my people, and I just, you know, I hope none of you guys ever fall victim to any. Well, I know you're cleverer than that. You know, don't do it. You want to support a channel, become a member, give a super chat every now and then, you know, do that kind of thing. But you want to help children. You're not going to help children by giving Benny Keys money and Ernie Shell money. That's not going to help children. Unfortunately, that's not the way it's going to work. You know, don't give your money to the reward funds and these kind of things, because they're not there no more. Find another charity. There's plenty of them out there. Plenty of them. I donate to a lot of them myself, constantly. Lots of different ones. Because I would never give a penny to any of these people. I just wouldn't. But look, guys, I'm going to go. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. And I love you all.